She was not quite what you would call refined. She was not quite what you would call unrefined. She was the kind of person that keeps a parrot. People that want to talk can talk. Even a parrot talks. People are always going to have their thoughts on what they're going to say. People that want to talk can talk. Even a parrot talks. People are always going to have their thoughts on what they're going to say. Yeah, for some reason parrots have to bite me. That's their job. I don't know why that is. They've nearly torn my nose off. I've had some really bad parrot bites. I feel comfortable in Spanish, and I chat like a parrot, but I don't have the confidence in Spanish that I do in English. I have an African gray parrot, her name is Eli. We thought she was a boy. And a blue-streaked lorry named Marco. He's 10. And a yellow and green parakeet, Petey. He's very cute, but he's getting old. The parrot's so funny. He imitates me and I don't even realize he's doing it. I'm walking around the house talking to myself and whistling, and the next day he said something I've said. It's scary, you know. My mom used to call me a parrot, because the way I spoke would change in every country we'd go to. I have 2 dogs and a parrot, so they require a lot of attention. They deserve it. I never married because there was no need. I have 3 pets at home which answer the same purpose as a husband. I have a dog which growls every morning, a parrot which swears all afternoon, and a cat that comes home late at night. I think the Dutch certainly get British comedy. And let's face it, a lot of it is pretty low-hanging fruit for the whole world now. There are probably tribes in the heart of the Papua New Guinean rainforest that know all the words to the Dead Parrot sketch. I operate under the theory that all publicity is good publicity, and then, if that theory doesn't work, you just say that any newspaper article ends up on the bottom of the parrot cage. But, of course, you can't line a parrot cage with internet bloggers, can you? Need a black face to criticize other black colleagues, Black Lives Matter, heck even protests against Trump's Muslim ban, and parrot the inherently racist, stick to sports mantra. Sage Steele is ready and willing. Live in such a way that you would not be ashamed to sell your parrot to the town gossip. Teach a parrot the terms supply and demand and you've got an economist. A real Christian is a person who can give his pet parrot to the town gossip. Warren Buffett is famous for talking about the intrinsic value of stocks. But while many people parrot this phrase, few know what it really means. I'm a parrot. I can pick up an accent and just do it. Flaubert's Parrot is an amphibious book in which what appears to be a personal essay about Flaubertian writing is gradually, delicately transformed into an extremely sad novel in which the differences between character, author, and narrator are less clear than they appear at first glance. To a teacher of languages, there comes a time when the world is but a place of many words and man appears a mere talking animal not much more wonderful than a parrot. Most of the time, I get auditions for deaf characters where the scene has them communicating in really convoluted ways, like reading lips from across the room when the other person's back is turned, or having other people parrot what they say. What are we promoting in society? Well-behaved automatons that spew back what they learned in a book. That's not science. You can get a parrot to do that. I've been a fan of accents my whole life. I love trying to parrot or mimic voices that I hear every day, whether it's a geographical accent or just somebody with a funny voice who sells you your newspaper and your cigarettes. Eric Clapton always wanted to come out on stage with a stuffed parrot on his shoulder. I had a date with a girl I called the Parrot. All she did was repeat everything I said. She never had an original thought of her own. Everything I liked, she liked. Everything I hated, she hated. It was annoying. The best match I ever played in was the UK Championship final against John Parrott in 1992. I won 16-14 and I felt like I could pot anything from anywhere. I'm a big fan of parrots. I think they're fascinating creatures. Many of them live for longer than us humans, and it's interesting to me the way they learn to mimic human voices even though they don't really comprehend what they're saying. It is not only fine feathers that make fine birds. If you have discovered a truth, tell it first to a parrot. Every new truth needs an insistent repetition. When the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber. I hope you love birds too. It is economical. It saves going to heaven. Parrots have gone a bit quiet since the pirates have gone. Live in such a way that you would not be ashamed to sell your parrot to the town gossip.